Hello everyone, today we are gonna do a tier list of killer perks in Dead by Daylight, and I'm gonna talk about each one of them little by little, why I like them, why I don't care about them, hate them, and the ones I'm mixed about. So let's start off with Nurse Calling. So I don't really use this except on Nurse or maybe on some killers like Huntress or Ghostface, but other than that, not really the point of using it, but I'm gonna place here, don't mind it. Next up, Agitation. Now Agitation on its own is not really that big of a deal, but combined with either Iron Grasp, Mad Grit or Starstruck, it's really one of the best perks in that combo, so but otherwise I still like it a lot, and it's one of my favorites to use sometimes just for the fun of it. Now Bamboozle, only on some killers I really see myself using it, or unless I don't really have any other perk if I level up that specific killer, so I'm gonna put it here. Barbecue and Chili, here the grind is already terrible as hell. So this perk, it's gonna be in all my builds basically until I level up at least. I don't care about this one, it's trash. Bitter Murmur, again I don't really care about it, maybe on Huntress but on someone else not really. Blood Echo only on Legion, maybe Plague, again nothing really important about it. Blood Warden, oh boy, I'm not really using an endgame build for it, but when you get the chance to use it, you can turn on 1 kill or 2 kills into 3 or even 4 kills, which happen to me sometimes, but other times it's useless, so it's a gamble with Blood Warden. But it's really satisfying to pull it off. Bloodhounds, really useless perk unless you are really new to the game or you're colorblind, I think. But other than that, not really seeing the point of using it, especially as Raid has an add-on that's basically this perk, and if you play Twins, Victor basically already has base kit. So yeah. Brutal Strength. Only on really M1 killers I use it, on killers such as Billy, Baba or Oni I don't use it because it's obvious why. But other than that, it's a really good perk and it helps you in chases, doesn't matter if I get stunned or not, but it helps getting those pellets out of the way quick. Corrupt Intervention, I don't really like to use this perk, but sometimes it's necessary, especially on killers like Trapper or Hag. So I'm gonna put it here, especially on big maps. It's basically a guaranteed loss most of the time, so Clownophobia or Chlorophobia, I don't really care about it. Cook the Grace, I haven't really tried to use it, but if I do, I'm probably gonna put it here, but for now I'll leave it there. Cruel Limits, I don't really see using it, maybe except for Buba or Twins, but other than that, I leave it there. I don't like that man switch either. I think it's combined with Scorch Hook, Pain Resonance is basically a busted combo, but sometimes you can't really defend chance. So Deadlock, it's alright. I don't really run it on everyone, mostly on Pinhead I run it. So Deadbound, I don't care about it. Dealstalker, get the hell out of there. Now Discordance, I really like to see, as most likely when I use this perk and 2 people or more repair a gen, most likely one of them or more have proved thyself, so this one helps a lot. Now Distressing Goal useful on Doctor if you wanna make a big as the radius build, but other than that it's basically useless. But I really find it fine on Doctor, so I'm gonna leave it there. Dragon's Grip, I don't really care about it, but it can work on some killers, maybe like, I don't know, Spirit, Nurse, or I don't know, Sadako? I'm not sure, I don't really use this perk. Moving on. Dying Light, again only with Legion and Plague, so not really bothered to talk about it. But on Plague it's better because, you know, the puke and you basically none of the survivors can't heal, so the obsession basically gets no buff, so that's good. Enduring, I love to use it on some of my killers a lot, especially if I also have Speed Fury, but I don't really need to use that perk sometimes. Now, next year, Eruption. It's really hard to use this perk, but it also can be a bit satisfying to trigger it, especially if you keep more than one gen and you hear all of those gens that you get explode after you down someone. But other than that, Fire Up, I don't really care about it, maybe only on Bamboozle, Window, Myers, but other than that I don't use it. Forced Banners, I don't use it. I don't really meet a lot of Swifts, and even then most of them are just chill players, not comp squad, police squads, so I'm gonna put it there. Franklin's Demise, now this perk I really like to use it alongside Hoarder, and now not on Pinhead, but on killers such as Trapper. Basically like Otzi did that video with item Thief, basically. I don't really care about this, neither this. Remembrance. This is either gonna work or gonna do basically nothing, so I'm gonna put it there. You are gonna go there as well. Blood Favor. I run it on some killers like Huntress, which is really helpful because I suck aiming with her. So I'm gonna put it here. I really like this perk, especially if I don't play a killer that can destroy pallets fast as, for example, Nemesis or Baba. Crowd Control, just bring Bamboozle, honestly. Devour Hope, I'm gonna put it there. Haunted Ground. This Haunted Ground can be even nastier if you combine it with Undying, but you have to be really lucky to have it trigger it 2 times in that case, because Undying can go first. If I'm not talking out of my ass, honestly. I don't really know how that combo works, but it's really nasty. I tried it, especially on Spirit. Huntress Lullaby, pretty useless perk most of the time. I don't like to use Noed either. Pentimento, I think it's an alright perk, but not gonna. It's a middle ground basically. Ooh, Plating, especially on indoor maps. You know, this can really be, if the survivors are not really that smart, or you're gonna jump scare them a lot, especially on little killers such as Billy, for example. But depends. Retribution, it's alright. Ruin, I don't care about it. Neither Tertial, neither Thrill of the Hunt. Undying, I only put it there because it's basically a second life for your expert, otherwise I don't care about Undying either. Hoarder, only basically I use it with Franklin's Demise, otherwise I don't use it, especially even if most survivors don't use chest perks. There is maybe that one guy that use Plunderers, and you know, Hysteria. Outside of using it on Legion now because of his buffs, I don't miss the point of using it, so I'm gonna put it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave it there, I don't really care much about it. I'm all ears. Basically, Pyramid's Head, best, most helpful perk. And maybe some other killers as well, maybe Pig, I use it on her. I'm gonna leave it there. Infectious Fright, it's really useful if you deal with flashlights, or if you wanna be even nastier and using alongside this and where is it? This? Yeah, if you are that type of nurse, but I'm not gonna go into detail. But Infectious Fright on its own, it's but if you combine it with some perks or use it on certain killers or with certain builds, it's really good. But I'm gonna leave it there. Whew, Insidious, and it's only one use for this perk, and that's Basement Baba. That's it. I only use it if I'm tired of playing normally and go Basement Baba, but otherwise never use it. Iron Grasp, only use it with agitation, otherwise never seen the point of using it. Iron Maiden, only on Huntress and Trickster, otherwise not the point of using this perk. Maybe, just maybe, on Billy and Baba if you really think you're gonna get good survivors. Then also to mind game the chainsaw at lockers, but you rarely find those survivors anyway, so knockout. I don't really like to use this perk a lot, maybe only on Pig, but the times I'm seeing this perk, it's mostly on those that just wanna leave everyone to bleed out to death, so yeah, I'm not really a fan of this perk. Little Pursuer, also a really good perk, I really love it. Especially on Blight, for example, I know immediately where to go. Doesn't matter if I use Corrupt or not, I still like it a lot. Lightborn, basically if you wanna troll those flashlight users, because you wanna go trolling people, look, a flashlight. It's even more hilarious when you try to avoid flashlights and to not give it to them right away that you have Lightborn. So just for trolling people, I'm gonna put it there. Mad Grit, also a really nice perk and meme perk, I will say. But still fun to use a lot. So I'll leave it there. Make your choice. On most killers I don't really see the point of using it, but on killers such as Bright or Spirits it can be nasty as hell. But I'm gonna leave it there. Mindbreaker. It's going there. I'm not really in love with it, but it's nice to not deal with exhaustion perks if you know they are on gens and they maybe have that hard or any other exhaustion perk. Monitor and Abuse, only on some killers I would use it, maybe on Billy, Myers, but outside of that not really seeing the point of using this perk. Once I get the fuck out of here. Nemesis, only worth if you, I don't know, going for, I'm not really sure why would you run this perk. Maybe if you wanna go with Rancor or Remember Me, or maybe set the I don't really know, I don't care about it. No Way Out, a really good perk, and can give you a second chance as well to maybe get a kill or another if it was going terrible for you in a match. Oppression, kinda pointless, but it's nice to sometimes use it. Same with Overcharge. No, they're not really that terrible, but they're there, just alright. You can go there, play with your food. Basically, Tombstone Myers and Scratch Myers best perk. And maybe another killer. I don't know if you really wanna go speedy. I'm not sure, but I really like this perk a lot. Pop. I'm not really fond of this perk, but I really like the effect where you kick a generator with it, so for that I'm gonna leave it there. Useless perk. Rancor. Basically no ad but for the obsession only, and you can also mori them on the spot, so I don't have too much experience with it, but I leave it there. Remember me, I don't really see the point of using it on its own, but with no ad and no way out it's good, but on its own not that worth it. Save the best for last. Only on some killers I find it that good, but on others not seeing the point of it, so I leave it there. Gift of Pain doesn't matter because Circle of Healing exists, so I leave it there. Pain Resonance, I leave it there. Shadow Bore, it also goes there. I really think that they should rework Shadowborn and field of view part of Monitor and Abuse to let you choose your personal field of view, because I find it such a terrible design to have field of view in one perk only. Sloppy Butcher. Now with the reward Hammer H, I think it's gonna be better, but I haven't used it in a long time, so I'm gonna leave it there. Spies from the Shadows, I only use it if I have absolutely nothing else on that particular gear that I level up, because the RNG can be terrible in the Blood Webs, so I leave it there. Spirit Fury, obviously, especially when enduring it can be a godsend on some maps, especially the game, aka the Pallet City. Starstruck with Agitation, it's a nasty, really nasty combo, but on its own, maybe only on Spirit or Wraith, I'm not sure, but otherwise use it with Agitation. I don't see the point of using it on its own on most of the time. Strider, I don't care about it. Surge, it's alright. Surveillance, again you go there. This part becomes better with Ruin, but otherwise, oops, yeah, I don't care about this perk. Thanaphobia, again, Leech and Plague. Thrilling Tremors can also help you see on which gen they are working on and what not, and which they are not. I leave it there. Tinker, I love to use it to scare survivors, especially with Myers or I don't know, Baba or Billy, but otherwise, yeah, but I still love it a lot, this perk. Again, same with Trail of Torment, because Better Together and Blessed Mind exists. Most survivors are not gonna know from the start that you're using this perk, so Unnerving Presence maybe only on Doctor, but otherwise never using it. Unrelenting, same story but with Spirit. Whispers, if I have absolutely nothing else. Sunshine Tactics, I don't care about it, neither about this. Merciless Storm, I mostly would like to use it on Doctor because I don't own Sadako, so, but if I ever gonna get those perks, I'm gonna use this on Doctor. And finally, Scorch Barbecue, I think I'm gonna leave it there. So yeah, this is basically my killer perks tier list, basically on how I find them not viable but fun to use. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you again in the future. Bye.